So we've just announced that we are finally moving to Spain, and I cannot wait. We're excited and anxious and nervous and all sorts of those things. How do you feel?
Overwhelmed looking at all of the stuff we have on our walls. I have to take them all down and then I have to patch the walls. So,
Oh, we have to patch the walls. Oh,
so yeah, very excited.
very looking for Christine. If you could see this, we're
It's our
gonna try
landlady.
to patch. That's our landlady. We're gonna try to patch the walls. Okay, we're gonna try
There's
really
so
hard.
much. Okay.
Okay, so we're just really excited and
We'd rather make a video because there's a lot of people that have been messaging us, so we
we
want
really
to.
appreciate that
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much, and for all the well wishes. But we want to kind of like answer this briefly. We want to take a sabbatical, and take a step back. We want to travel around Europe while we're still able to, while we're still young, and with us running the business, and working weekends, we just can't do that. So this was something that we really felt strongly about, being able to slow down our lives and take that step back.
Fortunately, Gino and Marie, we promoted them as partners at Boffo Video, and we couldn't be more excited. We couldn't be happier because we know that they're gonna do a great
They're
job.
gonna be really good. Marie has joined me in some meetings already, and Gino's been our videographer for 5 years. So I mean, they're not new. So
So her reason for moving is she wants to take a break. My reason for moving is I've always told her when we moved here in 2008, I'm like, I'm gonna retire at 40. I'm gonna retire at 40. And guess what? The visa that we got for Spain is called a non-lucrative visa, and it's a retirement visa that really
so there's foreshadowing there, right there. It's very
at least
clairvoyant.
one time in my life I'm right. I'm correct. At least that's a dream, to retire. First and foremost, cost of living. Spain
Most
has
affordable.
the most affordable cost of living. If you go to Numbeo, Numbeo
.com.
.com, that's a website where you could compare expenses from different countries, different cities, and in Spain, in Valencia, where we're gonna stay at, uh, all you need is about for two people. All you need is about $1,200 to $1,500 a month, and you're gonna live comfortably.
Comfortably. Yeah. So, and this is like all just like Google research and YouTube research and all of that, right? So we did look for rentals. We looked at idealista.com, and rent for the city center in Valencia varies between 650 to 1,500. Fully furnished, in a nice neighborhood, like
Fully
fairly
furnished.
safe. So why Spain? Another reason why Spain is because of like the slower pace in life, which is what we have been accustomed to as Filipinos. So we want like that slower pace back. I think we got too caught up in running a business here and living here, which was also very nice. I mean, I think we really grew up here and became very independent, but also we want to kind of balance that out.
Well, speaking of slower pace of life, when I was growing up, I've been trained to sleep in the afternoon, and my grandma and my mom's always like, "Siesta, you need to sleep so you could grow tall and big." And guess what happened to me? I was trained. I was born to live in Spain. So siesta, we found out, is from 1:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon.
Which is when he gets sleepy around here.
I sleep half the time, so just 2 hours, not three. Yeah, siesta. So people stop working, right, during siesta.
Yeah.
And the restaurants close, and all of the shops close because everyone needs to take
Yeah.
a break.
So it's not frowned upon when he takes a nap over there.
Yes.
Also, why Spain? So we're Filipinos. We were born in the Philippines, and the Philippines is a former colony of Spain. So we found out, and this was way back, that if you live in Spain for 2 years, you can apply for citizenship after those 2 years. So just live there for 2 years and apply for citizenship. So that's the main goal. But we'll see. But
Yeah,
that's our goal.
That's the goal. I think she also found out that any of the Spanish colonies could do that.
Yeah, not
Like,
just the Philippines.
yeah, you could live in Spain for 2 years and
So
then
Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, Mexicans, anyone from Latin America, and I think Equatorial Guinea. I don't know where that is. But they, everybody who just becomes a resident in Spain for 2 years, after that they can apply. So as long as they're able to become a resident there for 2 years. When we were first looking at it, there were a lot of visas that came up. There were student visas, self-employed visas. There's some where it's like an auxiliares de conversación, but that one is not counted as a residency. It's counted like as a student visa. Like the student visas are not counted towards that 2-year residency. So we wanted to stay away from that as much as possible. So we looked at all of the visas available, and the easiest one we found was called the non-lucrative visa. So the non-lucrative visa means that you cannot work in Spain, but you can become a resident there if you show substantial savings. So substantial savings, in our case, we needed to show about $33,000 in savings, which is what, like a down payment on a house, right? So like attainable, not too bad. But the good thing about that is that you're not gonna spend that money. You just have to show that you have it, that you're liquid. So that's the good thing about that visa. We don't really have to touch all of that money over there within the first year. And we are lucky enough that Boffo Video will still be running, and we'll still have a hand in that, although not necessarily working, but more like just guiding them.
More of like consulting. And when she got to the 33,000, that means it's $26,000 euros for the first person who's going to apply, and then for additional people it's 7,000 euros.
So for like a family of 4, it's like 26 plus 7, 7, 7, and 7, right?
Yeah.
7, 7, 7. Yeah.
Just 3 7.
So that's a non-lucrative visa. You can find all of that information at the Los Angeles consulate, where you can like read up if this is something that you qualify for. It is good for 1 year, and then you can just renew within Spain. So that's our visa.
Yeah.
We can't work. That's why we are taking the sabbatical. It is perfect for us. It was either that or buy a house. So we want to move.
And we just can't wait to live in Europe, because everything, I'm sure everyone, a lot of people messaged us that, it's really cheap to travel and eat there. And that's all we want to do for hopefully next 10 years of our lives, is while we're still young and can bear the cold or the warm weathers. That's what we want to do, and travel and just go around Europe.
Okay, and if you guys are interested in like the non-lucrative visa, we will talk more about that process in a different video. But today we just want to say thank you so much for all the well wishes. I hope we explained it as much as we can in this video. So why we're moving, why Spain, and what visa. And
just hit us up if you have any questions.
And then also, like, if you know how to transport a dog to Spain, we need help.
Yeah. And tips for international flights, because last time we took an international flight was
when
2008.
We moved here.
Yeah. So we don't know what it looks like.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace. How do you feel? How do you feel? What?
It's right there.